Today we are discussing the issue of sustainability, both intergenerational and intra-generational. This is absolutely essential after getting out of the crisis, the current crisis that we have been undergoing through, because we cannot return to a normal business as usual scenario. We have to take into account the fact that the way we grow, the way the economy grows, has an implication on the future generations, and the way the resources that are created with the current economic growth are distributed across the current generations. For this, it is very important to measure inequalities, the distribution of the resources, both, for instance, for youth, for women, for disadvantaged groups, for the poor, for the rich, how this is distributed across people, because what matters in the end is not the average, but what matters to people is their own living conditions. So intra-generational aspects are essential. If you have a too unequal society today, this can have major consequences for the social stability, the social cohesion of the country. But beyond today's well-being, it's also very important to look at the future, because you can have growth patterns that are okay for today and for the generation today, but would be at the expense of future generation. This is of course true for the environment. If you pollute the environment, then the quality of this environment is going to be worse for the future generation. But it's not just the environment or natural capital, as we call it, but also human capital, social capital, and other forms of capital, cultural capital. Because if you don't take care of these other types of capital, you also run the risk of having a society that in the future will be less cohesive, will be less good as the one that we are living in today.